to Elizabeth Butler before the break. Thanks, Pat. Elizabeth, what? This is bizarre. Though we've had it a number of times because of the pandemic and the lockdown. Some shops are open, but they've all shut down any available public toilets. What happened to your friend, Elizabeth?
Hi, Joe, and thank you for taking my call. Joe, my friend is a cancer patient, so she receives outpatient treatment now from the Mater Private in Dublin.
Mm-hmm.
And before COVID, this wasn't an issue, but all during the last year, this is a huge stress, an extra stress for her and for her family. Because like most outpatients coming for treatment, she needs a family member to drive her to the Mater Private and to pick her up when she's finished. Now, her home is 2 hours car journey from the Mater Private. So either her husband or her daughter drive her the 2 hours to the hospital. They have to wait for 4 hours minimum while she has her treatment. Sometimes it's 5, depending on delays. And then they have to drive 2 hours home again, which is a total of 8 hours for my friend and her family. But this is affecting, it must be hundreds of families in hospitals all over the country. Now, the hospital will not allow the person who is needed to bring the patient for the treatment, they will not allow that family member in to use the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of weeks ago, her daughter, who is in her 20s and will not do what that poor lady who rang you last week had to do in the city centre and go to the toilet out on the street.
Yeah.
She drove out of the area trying to find a different establishment or a business premises that was open. And she found one, so she went in and she explained her situation and she asked, could she please use the bathroom? Now, the staff member said no, it was because of COVID. So she said, oh, please, she was begging, she was desperate to use the toilet. She said, I'll pay. So she opened her purse and she had a €10 note in the purse. So the staff member said, OK, took the €10 note and allowed her into the bathroom. Yeah.
€10 to use the loo?
€10 to use the toilet, which was not supposedly open because of COVID. Now, my friend's issue, she is pointing out to me that this is not just an issue, obviously, for her and her family, but that there are elderly people who come, and she said your first visit is the real shocker because you don't realise that this is going to be the situation. So she said some people come with their partner, they use the bus or the train, maybe they don't have a car, and then there's nowhere for them to go while they're waiting for their partner to have the treatment because there's no shelter. You can't go into a coffee shop or a restaurant or a pub. So the first time you come, you are landed in the situation and you don't have a plan. Now, the only plan my friend says you can have is either go to the toilet on the street or wear an adult nappy. That is the only option open to them. It's really, I really feel it needs to be highlighted. The hospital surely, Joe, have a duty of care. They have it to the patient. But the patient cannot get there for their treatment without the family member to bring them there.
And a cancer patient, a patient with cancer cannot travel on public transport.
They shouldn't be travelling on public transport. Yes, but you're really in trouble then, aren't you? If you come on trouble, you cannot even sit in your car if you come by public transport. So, I mean, it's a really simple solution. I thought I'd ring you first, Joe, and my friend gave me
don't tell me,
Brian.
I'm determined to find out who charged a tenner to do a pee.
Oh, well, I don't want to get anybody into trouble over that, Joe.
€10 for 1p. Okay, and I hope. Well, I know your friend is getting great care in the matter.
Yes, she is.
Okay, yes. Okay. Elizabeth, thanks indeed. 51551 Wash your hands.